Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm Rachel, and recently I spent an amazing 3 weeks in Japan, and I wanted to share my little Japan haul with you. I don't normally do a ton of shopping when I travel just because I'm usually on a pretty tight budget and don't have a lot of luggage space, but this time I was able to check a bag on the way home and did have more luggage space for souvenirs and things. And also, shopping in Japan is just so fun. They have amazing merch. Things are a little bit more on the cheaper side than say in Europe. And I did buy a fair amount of things. I have everything spread out here on the table in front of me, categorized by either what it is or where I got it from. So let me go ahead and talk you through it all. If I remember, I will share where I bought it and the price. Let's start at the Disney parks because that is where I started my trip. So here are the things I got at Tokyo Disneyland and Disney Sea. First up is this super cute Winnie the Pooh coin purse. I definitely had this hanging on my bag the entire time to keep my coins in there. I still have a little bit of change left. Having a coin purse in Japan is pretty important because everything from 500 yen down is coins, and you'll need coins for a lot of things like the gacha machines, the vending machines. They're just really handy to have. Most of the temples and shrines are pretty cheap, so you don't really need like bigger bills. So having a coin purse, pretty handy. I really like this one. I like that this one is like silicone because it's, you know, easy to wash. It's okay in the rain. I just had it hanging on my bag. And yeah, this one is Winnie the Pooh. I think it was like 1,200 yen. Next up, I got a little hand towel at Disneyland. This one is, it's a Small World theme because that's one of my favorite rides. Having a little hand towel is also important in Japan to dry your hands after you go to the restroom. There are no paper towels in any of the restrooms in Japan. Sometimes there will be like the air dryers that you like put your hands in, you know, but a lot of the ones at like the temples or smaller restrooms don't have that, so a lot of people carry something like this so they can dry their hands. So I also kept this in my bag pretty much every day of the trip. Oh, and this was, I have no idea how much this was. I want to say it was like 600 to 700 yen, maybe. I'm not sure. I really should have kept more receipts, I guess. These, I do know how much they are because they're still in the packaging. These were 1,200 yen. These are socks for the Tokyo park. I haven't opened them up yet, but look how cute they are with the little, you know, the design. I like kind of like the retro design of it. Definitely not the cheapest at 1,200, I think, but Disney. The merch at the Disney parks too is also like way less than you would expect at the US parks. For instance, ears are only like $13 to $14, whereas in the US park, I think they're over 20, 22 or so. I'm not sure. But you know, if you're planning on going to the Disney parks, make sure you check out my Disney videos for like tips. I have one for Disneyland and one for Disney Sea. I had a blast. So fun. Great parks. And also the merch there is a little different than the US because like in the US you find a lot of pins, a ton of apparel and toys and stuff. But at the Tokyo parks, I found that there wasn't a ton of apparel, very little pins. Most of the items were like plushes and bag charms. Bag charms are really popular in Japan, so there are a lot of cute little bag charms like little ears or little like things like this. But definitely kind of a different mix of merch than you would expect in the US. Anyway, next thing I got at the Disney parks is this hoodie, sweatshirt. Let me kind of, oh, here's the back too. I like that it says Tokyo Disney Resort and all of the cute like different foods that you can get at the Disney parks. I ended up getting this when I was at Disney Sea towards the end of the evening. It got really, really windy and chilly, and I was in a short sleeve shirt, so I ended up going to buy this, and this one is a medium. They were all out of smalls and everything, but yeah, I ended up wearing it for like a week straight because I didn't really pack any like sweaters or anything. So it ended up being pretty chilly while I was there, like the beginning part of my trip. So that was a life changer or a lifesaver. Last thing from Disney, I got this little tin, which originally had cookies in it. I forgot to say how much this was. I don't remember. I remember in USD, it was like $35 or so. I think. Because I remember thinking that it was a little bit cheaper than you would expect in the US for like a heavy duty like sweater like that. So yeah, that was around I think 35, 38 USD. This was 2,300 yen. There were cookies in here originally. I ate most of them. I still have a couple left, little like wafer cookies in different flavors that were really good. But this is the Fantasy Springs tin, which is like the newest area in Disney Springs, and it's really beautiful over there. I love the design and all the different characters, the characters that are featured in Fantasy Springs, but also other like classic Disney characters. Those are like the different castles, more different characters. I just think this is really beautiful, and I'm probably gonna display it like on a shelf or something. I don't know how I'm gonna end up displaying like everything I bought, but I'm gonna have to figure that out. Next up, I got my Harry Potter book. I always get Harry Potter in the language of whatever country I visit, like the first time I visit that country. So here is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone or the Philosopher's Stone. I think this was, well, it says 1,800 yen here on the back, so I'm gonna assume it was 1,800. Also, something interesting I found was that some of the books, the Harry Potter books, the later books that are longer are split into multiple books in Japan. So instead of like one book for the 7th, there's like 6 or 7 smaller books. So that's interesting. But the first book is the book I was at as far as my collecting goes. So this is the one I ended up getting. I guess I could show you the inside a little bit. But yeah, very interesting. I'm gonna add this to my Harry Potter shelf. Next up, let's do postcards. I did get a few postcards. I also sent a couple postcards. If you know me IRL and ever want me to send you a postcard from one of my travels, let me know, I guess, and I can send you one. First, here is one of a little rooster. This is like a piece of a larger tapestry, I think. Here on the back it says it's from Colorful Realm of Living Beings from the Edo period in 1759. Part of a scroll. I liked it because it has a rooster and I have chickens and I just love all things chicken. I think this was under 100 yen. I got this one in Nara, but I did see this kind of design in a few other places with different temples in different cities and stuff. But there's little deer, cherry blossoms. I thought it was really cute. Then I have this one. This is the first postcard I got on the trip, and it's just this black void here on the front. I ended up getting some stamps and just stamping them on the back. This one I got at a shop. I'll put the name on the screen, but they had a lot of really cute cat stuff near the cat temple in Tokyo. And this one actually says on the back, this one was 250 yen. And then I got this one also at a bookstore. This one is 180 yen, and it's the Suica penguin. I've talked about this before in other videos and stuff, but I love the merch in Japan. Like they have merch and mascots for like everything. And the fact that they had merch for the Suica penguin, not just like postcards either, but like, I don't even remember everything, but like things you wouldn't expect merch for like a penguin on a travel card. Like the Suica card is like the card you use to like tap in, tap out for like transportation, and you can use that like 7-Eleven and stuff. I got this postcard. This was actually like a stamp rally where you got like a bunch of different stamps and they layer up to create one image. And I got this at a temple. I'll put the name on the screen because I'm blanking on it right now, but I accidentally did the black stamp twice. So there's kind of a wonky like double line there, but otherwise I think it looked really cute. And that's like a really fun souvenir. There's a lot of places where they do like stamp rallies like this, and then you know, get the different stamps and it adds up. So I thought that was really cool. That's it for postcards. Let me kind of organize some of this stuff. Let's do skincare. I only bought a couple things. I'm not really like a skincare girly. Like I'm trying to get into it more, but I was kind of overwhelmed because I just didn't know what to get. I went to Don Quixote too, which I will rant about at the end of this video. But first I got these like viral face masks. I got the 3-pack. And I do actually have my Don Quixote receipt. So these were 1,950. So for 3 packages, these are like the rice masks that are like viral. I always see people talking about them, so I decided I wanted to get these before I even went on the trip. I haven't tried them yet though. As you can see, they're still in the package. But I also got this one, which is like, I wouldn't say liquid, but it's more of like kind of a gel, like you spread, like a cream, I guess, you spread on your face. This is normally what I would like as far as face masks. As far as face masks go, I don't like the sheet ones as much. But they only had one of these at the donkey that I was at. So I got this, and this one was $12.50. And I did try this one once, but I haven't like formed an opinion on it because I only did it one time. And then I also got this, like a little hair thing for when you do your skincare, just because it's something that I wanted and needed. So yeah, it's really nice, soft. This was 300 yen, which is pretty good. That's like $2. And that's it for skincare. Skincare in Japan is like elite, not as good, I think, as like Korean skincare, but you can get a lot of Korean skincare in Japan too. But like I said, at the donkey, I was like really overwhelmed because they have aisles and aisles and aisles of skincare. And obviously it's all in Japanese. So I was like kind of translating some stuff, looking for like brands I remembered seeing in like videos that I had seen on TikTok. But anyway, that's all I ended up getting. Let's do things I got from temples. So from the cat temple I was talking about earlier, I got this little bean. His name is Little Bean. Which is a little Maneki Neko lucky cat. They come in a bunch of different sizes there at the temple. And then you can either leave them there at the temple or take them home with you. So I brought my little bean home. I got this Maneki Neko pin at another temple. I don't remember which one. And then this was, I think it was like 200. Maybe it was 250. I got this votive tablet, I think that's how you say it, at another shrine, another temple. I'll put it on the screen, but this is one of the fox temples in Kamakura. Normally you would get these at the temples and shrines and you put, like, you write your wish on the back and then you tie it to a thing there and leave it. But I did ask the guy selling them if you can bring them home, and he said it was okay. I didn't have to leave it there because I'm not Japanese. So I wanted to bring it home. But yeah, they have a lot of really cute votive tablets. This was 500 yen. And when I went to Mount Fuji, I went to the famous pagoda. I'll put it on the screen, the name of it. But I got this little Fuji, I don't know what this would be called, but it comes with a fortune. And my fortune was actually like good. It was like moderate luck or whatever. And my fortune did change because the day I got this, you could not see Mount Fuji. I couldn't see it for like the 3 days leading up to that. And then the last day when I was supposed to leave that town and not have a chance to see Mount Fuji again, Fuji popped out and my fortune did change because it was really lucky. Mount Fuji has a really low like visibility rate. Like I think only like 30% of the time you can see it. So I wasn't lucky the first few days, but I was so happy that last day that it popped out. And then the last thing that I have in this category is this little guy, this little Daruma doll, I think is what it's called, right? This one also had a fortune that came with it, but I kind of pushed it in too far. I can't get it out. I'll need to get some tweezers or something. But, well, with these, it's not really a fortune. It's more like a horoscope kind of thing. So it like tells you like some introspective part of you. And I also got this at the same place where I got this card. As you can see, they're in that. But yeah, there's like thousands of these all over the place at that temple. You can watch that video if you want. Amazing. One of the best temples I went to, I think. Let's talk about Studio Ghibli. I love Studio Ghibli. It's one of my favorite like production companies for movies or whatever. And Hayao Miyazaki is like my favorite director. Hopefully I said his name right. I went to a ton of Studio Ghibli stores. They're all over in Japan. Most major cities have at least 1 or 2 Studio Ghibli stores, and I went to as many as possible. They all have slightly different merch. Like some of them carry like the same basic stuff, but then sometimes there was some stuff that I only saw at like 1 or 2 of them. And also they all have different photo ops. They're adorable. If you're a Studio Ghibli fan or, you know, like animation fan, you definitely need to go check them out. I didn't get a ton of stuff though. The Studio Ghibli stores weren't as cheap as some of the other stores I feel like I went to, but here is what I got. First of all, I got this blind box where you could get different Totoros. They had a lot of really cute blind boxes. Like for all of the most popular movies, they had like a blind box. I really wanted to get this Gigi one for Kiki's Delivery Service and I didn't, but next time I go, I will get one. This was, I think, 880 yen, which again, not really that cheap, but this is the one I ended up getting, the Totoro Snowman. I kind of wish I had gotten one of the regular Totoros, but still really cute. And it like wobbles. I guess you can't really tell on the hand, but it has like a round bottom, so it wobbles when it's on the surface, on a flat surface. I also got this no name bell, which I think is so cute. Did I say no name? No face bell. Little bell charms like this are really popular in Japan. You find them at all the gift stores in all sorts of different shapes with Hello Kitty, with different, you know, colors, whatever. This one is just really cute. I had it on my bag for like one day, but I kind of got annoyed by it. Or I was afraid I was annoying other people with it. I also got some socks there. These are Calcifer socks. From Howl's Moving Castle, which is my favorite Studio Ghibli store. The price for these was, oh yeah, okay, yeah, it does not say on the tag what the price was. I don't remember. They had a lot of cute socks at the Ghibli stores, but most of them, or like half of them, were ankle socks, which I don't like ankle socks, but I did get these cute little crew socks. The last thing from the Ghibli store that I got was this little, I don't even know, paper theater. They do have English instructions included, so I'm excited to put this together. They had a lot of these for like Totoro, Howl's Moving Castle, Spirited Away and stuff, and I think it'll be really cute to put it together. It's like a little 3D like kind of shadow box thing. And again, of course, I don't remember how much this was, but this was definitely the most expensive thing I got there. I want to say it was maybe around 2,000 yen. Man, this is not a great haul. I'm sorry I forgot the price of everything. But here's some stuff that I do remember the price of because I have a receipt. So let's move on to the candy and treat category. I got these at Don Quixote. They are matcha mochi, which mochi, if you don't know, is like this rice, gelatinous rice dessert, and it can come in different flavors. I've already eaten a few of these and they are really good. Not as good as like something fresh, obviously, but pretty good for, you know, a souvenir. And this was, I think, $2.99. I think that's what it was on there. So those are good. Then I did get some Kit Kats. They have some Kit Kats in Japan that are like exclusive. I know these are exclusive to Japan because it does say on here. These don't say that they're exclusive to Japan, so I don't know for sure if they are or not. But these are the peach flavored, which they have like a lot of peach flavor stuff in. Sorry, my camera just did something weird. Anyway, as I was saying, they have a lot of like peach flavored stuff in Japan. I had a peach soda that was so good, and different like peach gummies that were really good. So yeah, these peach Kit Kats are also really good. And then these are Sakura and roasted soybean powder, which Sakura flavored stuff, really popular in Japan. And I was there during Sakura season 2, so really good, kind of like a floral kind of taste. I don't really know how to describe it, but these are also really good. And these were $4.98 and $4.99. I don't remember which was which, but basically the same price. And they had a bunch of other like different flavored Kit Kats. Okay, so all three of those were from Don Quixote. I got this at a 7-Eleven, I think, or one of the Konbini stores, and these are Cronky, which I haven't opened this one, but I did try some when I was over there, and they are really good. They're just like these little crunchy chocolates. Like they look like they're gonna be kind of like a Crunch Bar or something, but they're not. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but really good chocolate. I don't remember how much this was. I think it was around maybe 400 yen. I got some of this Japanese candy. I don't really know how to describe it. It's like this hard candy that you always see in like the Japanese gift shops and stuff. I got this one in Nara, which is why it has the deer on it. I really liked this container, because then, you know, you can like keep the container. It's just plastic, but I thought that was really cute. I haven't really tried these. Should I try some? Should I try some? I did try a couple, but I don't remember what they tasted like. I had the tape on it still, so it would travel well. I just think these are so cute. I mostly bought them for the cute factor and that they remind me of like, focus. They remind me of Spirited Away, like the little soot sprites are like giving these little candy things. It's just like a sweet little hard candy. Next, I got these little Sakura gummies, and these are probably the best gummy like candy that I've ever had. Like I said, they're Sakura, so they're kind of like this little floral taste. Again, hard to describe, I guess, but really, really good. Definitely recommend these. I got them at 7-Eleven for 180 yen. I got this package and they were so good that I was like, I need more to bring home. So then I got another fresh package. And they're really good. Oh, I guess I could show you, since you can't really see it on the package, what they look like. If I can get it open. I feel like this is like a weird video. It's just like this rambling video going on and on. Oh, they smell so good. Anyway, it's just like this little gummy. Seriously, so good. They kind of have like sugar on them and like just a sweet kind of floral taste. Like, love these. And then in the airport on my way out, I had a little bit more money on my Suica card that I kind of wanted to use up. So I got these. I think they were like 110 yen. I have a few left in here. These are peach flavored. They're supposed to be like a mochi. What I don't like about them is that they have this edible plastic on them, like this edible wrapper. So it kind of feels like you're eating plastic, but it kind of melts off relatively fast. And then it's like this chewy kind of gummy peach flavored candy. If it wasn't for like the weird wrapper that you have to eat, like the first time I opened it, I didn't realize you had to eat the wrapper, and I was like trying to peel it off, but it couldn't peel off because of how sticky the candy is, which I guess is why they have it, but I don't really like that, but but they are good after you get past that weird plasticky taste. Pencils. Let's do pencils. I collect pencils. If you don't know, I've mentioned it in a couple videos, but I at first wasn't really finding pencils at any gift shops or anything, but towards the ends of the trip, I did end up finding some, which I'm happy about. Oh, first let's do the Disney ones, which I held back from the Disney section, but I got these at the Disney park. They are 680 yen, and there's 6 in there. I don't like that they're all the same pattern, but it is what it is. And they all have like the different like foods and stuff that you find at the parks, which I loved, all the food at the parks. So those are really, really cute. They're like holographic. And then I found these pencils at one of the temples. I don't know what they say, don't know anything about them, but I saw that they were pencils and I had to have them for my collection. Last time I counted, I had like over 150 pencils. I'll need to add these and recount. And then I got these pencils that are for the Osaka Expo, the World Expo that's being held there this year. And they have the cute little weird mascot, which I have some more merch from, so I will show you that mascot a little bit better, but I liked these pencils as well. I got these at the airport, 550 yen. At a bookstore, I found these pencils and I knew I had to have them. They are really cute. There's only 2. They're really cute. They're like both slightly different pinks, but I like that they are Sakura shaped. like a little sakura flower. I had to have them for the collection. These are really cute. Love them. Also at that same bookstore, I saw this one that has sakura on it and some little tablets on there. And then at Kittyland, which has a lot, if you're into like merch for like Sanrio, Pokemon, any kind of like kid brand, Kittyland is a good place to go. They have a lot of different things. I got this Hello Kitty. It has this little charm on it and then just little Hello Kitty stuff. I'm not like a Sanrio person or Hello Kitty collector or anything, which is good because Japan, Hello Kitty obviously is from Japan. She is the it girl. You'll find her in every souvenir shop dressed up as that area's, you know, thing, or, you know, dressed up differently or on just a bunch of different merch. Hello Kitty, you'll find her everywhere. There's Hello Kitty, you know, Sanrio shops all over the place. Those are all the pencils. 2 more categories. We're gonna do gotchas and blind boxes. Gotcha machines or gachapon are like capsule toy machines, which, you know, you can find them in the US, but they are everywhere in Japan. Whole stores just dedicated to these gachapon, or you can find them at restaurants, other stores, just on the street, everywhere. So let me show you what I got. All of the gotcha stuff was either 300 or 400 yen, and this is why you need coins, so you can stick them in there. But they are kind of addictive, and I had to kind of put myself at a ban and not try to get too many more. If you can hear some like scratching over there, it's my dog, so just ignore that. First, we'll do this one. I've taken everything else out of the balls, but this one's a little Pokeball. This I got actually at a sushi restaurant, Kura Sushi. You like, for every plate you return of sushi, you have a chance to win something, and they were doing like a Pokemon collab, and I got this little magnet with the mega evolution of, I don't remember the name. This is like Gen 1, I should know. Magnemite? Magnemite's the first or the first one, right? Is this the mega evolution? I don't know. I stopped playing before mega evolutions came out, so don't really know much about that. But I do love Pokemon. This is the only Pokemon thing I got though, which is kind of, I did see a lot of cute Pokemon stuff I wanted, but I was either like, out of my price range, or I'm always really wishy-washy about what I buy. Anyway, continuing on. The first gotcha I got was actually this Harry Potter wand. Well, this is actually Hermione Granger's wand, but it was like a set. The way the gotchas work, each one has like a different category of like items, and you can see on the thing like all the ones you might get, or sometimes there's a mystery one. My dog. Anyway, so it was a different Harry Potter character wands, and I got Hermione, and then it came with a little stand. And this actually comes apart, which is how it fit in the little capsule ball. What else? The same day, second gotcha I did was this one, which is a little cat with a ghost sheet on it. And I really liked this one at first, and it was actually the last one in the machine, but this is the head of the cat right here. Like, you can kind of see. So like, what is holding this part up? It bothers me. It's still really cute though. Then I got this one, which was part of a series of animals that were like fishing. And you have to like kind of put this one together. I need to fix it so there's not this extra bit of string here, but you put it on the edge of a shelf and then it like hangs off. I think that's so cute. And there were different animals. So it was like a fox, a dog, a axolotl, I don't know. There were a bunch of different ones. I got this little statue of a mouse at a shrine. And again, there were a bunch of different animal choices. I had wanted the dog or fox, but this is what I got. Still really cute. When I was near Mount Fuji, there were a bunch of Fuji related ones. So I got this one. This one I also had to put together. I had to put the stickers on, put everything together. And it's a magnet. Really cute. This one is one of my favorites. It's a little dog dressed as a panda with bread. And this one was part of a series of, you know, dogs dressed as different animals with different pastry breads in their mouth. So cute. What else? Okay, I got these little frogs. This one was the mystery one. It's like an albino Sakura maybe themed. And then I had to get it a friend, so I got this little one, which another one that like sits on a shelf. They're so cute. They're so cute, but like they add up so much. When you're thinking like 300 yen, 400, some of them are even 500 yen, depending on what they are or how big it is or whatever. But those are all the gotchas I have. I feel like there should be more, but okay. Blind boxes. I got this one at Kittyland, and it is this brand, Mufusan Sand. Definitely said that wrong. Mofa Sand. Anyway, they're cute little cats dressed as different animals and fruit and different food and whatnot. I did already open this at some point, but what I had wanted was one of the bee outfits. But I got a rabbit, which is still really cute. And I definitely want to get more merch of this brand next time I'm there, but I didn't think about getting it until like my last day or two in Japan, so I ended up not really looking for it until then, but I did see a good amount of merch around for this. But yeah, so cute. It's just a little cat. They have like big eyes. Okay, more cats. I got these at Don Quixote. They were 398 yen each, and they're little cats in different like laying positions that can go on your shelf, like on the edge of your shelf. These are two different series, so I didn't get any doubles. Again, I already opened these prior, but this little white cat, how cute. Oh, I'm just obsessed. My shelves are gonna be so cute with all these little trinkets. And then this one laying on its back. Oh, how cute is that? Whoa. And I like the texture and like detail on these. All right, those are all the blind boxes. Last category is miscellaneous. I got this little deer in Nara. I just had to get some kind of deer merch there. Obviously there was a ton of deer merch. Nara is where like the bowing deer are, and then you give them little biscuits. So I like that this one has a little biscuit in its mouth. It was, I think, 770. Then at Loft, I think this is the only thing I got at Loft, which I really liked Loft. You should definitely check out that store if you're going to Japan. A lot of this stuff, like a lot of the skincare stuff, you can find at Loft. They have a huge stationery spot with basically any kind of stationery product you would ever want. I got, oh, I don't think I even said what these are. These are erasers, but they're like little sushi, and they're pretty detailed. They're really cute. These were 400 yen. Definitely check out Loft to do some shopping. I am going to talk about Don Quixote, which is a really popular place to do souvenir shopping, and a lot of people go there to do tax-free. I guess I'll talk about it now real quick. But unless you plan on doing like all of your shopping for the entire trip at one time, don't go to Don Quixote. It is just so overstimulating and a sensory overload. Everything is so bright. They play like the same 3 songs over and over again, super loud. It's super crowded, but you can find anything there. Like I got a good amount of my candy there. They have a huge skincare section, technology, just generic souvenir kind of things. They had a lot of, you know, like blind boxes, toys. I mean, I feel like you should maybe check it out at least once when you go to Japan, because it is like such a Japanese thing and it is an experience. But I ended up being there for 2 hours. I only spent like not even $40. Like I spent like the bare minimum to get tax-free, which only saved me a few dollars. But yeah, unless you're gonna do like a huge shopping spree, I recommend doing just a little bit of shopping here and there throughout your trip at different stores. Like I said, I really liked Loft, Kittyland, just there's a bunch of other places that you can go and get the same stuff. And Don Quixote is supposed to be like a discount store, but as far as I could tell, everything was like pretty much the same price as you would find it anywhere else. It's just like the tax-free aspect. Anyway, enough of my donkey rant. Just a couple more things left. I did end up getting Super Mario, what is this? Mario Kart Deluxe for the Switch. Switch games in Japan, I mean, obviously Nintendo is a Japanese company. This was only 5,700 yen, which was about $35, I think, and I got it tax-free. I got it at Book Off, which is a store where you can find used books, but they also have a huge selection of used video games, although I think this was new, but a lot of like retro Nintendo games, like any Nintendo system, they have games there for. So if you're into retro gaming, definitely check it out. They have a bunch of other retro like Nintendo merch and stuff too that you can check out. It's a huge store. I went to one of the bigger Book Offs. I can't remember what it was called, but they did tax-free there. So I got this game. I almost bought a few other games too because they were cheaper. Like I said, $35. In the US, it would have been like $60. So pretty good deal, plus tax-free. So just a couple more things now. I got this sticker at the airport. Again, this is the mascot for the expo. And I just think he's so cute and funny with all his eyes. He has like all this symbolism about what he is. Okay, all 3 of my batteries for my vlogging camera are dead. So let me just show you the last couple of things I have. This Maneki Neko magnet, Mount Fuji magnet, and I got some of these like for my siblings for souvenirs. And I got this little cat thing. They're cat paws with a magnet in between. And then you can set like a card or a postcard or a picture or something in them and then like set them on your table and make it like a display. Here's the little tag that came with it. And I'll put the name of the store. It's the same store that I got that one cat postcard at. 700 yen for these. And I just think they're so cute. And they had different paw varieties and other little, that store really cute. If you're into cats, it's near that cat temple. And they had a ton of really cute cat merch and products. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. I am going to go to Japan again. Where's the best place to see fall foliage? Because that's when I'm going to go to see the fall foliage. Okay, bye.